Well, here we are in the yard, and there's a little waterfalls area. It goes down through here, and these are large quaking aspen. There's the 3 different rooms and so forth going up, and that's the top one up there. We call that the eagle's nest. So anyway, and then it's interesting, there's just all kinds of different plants here. These are Saskatoons here. They're ripening. We've got lots of lilies. You can see them right in there. And then there's also a lot of what they call ginseng, and that's a really wonderful thing. And we've got echinacea, lots of echinacea and so forth. I'll just take you now and we'll see some of these trails here. Of course, there's daisies everywhere here. And here's some of these lilies. Everything, those just grow wild here. These are ferns. There's basically two types. These are the tall ones, very pretty. We keep all the roads open on, these are all our own roads, private trails on the whole place. It was logged maybe 25 years ago and early 90s, and if we didn't keep them open, they would grow in, so it's very nice for walking trails, and a lot of ginseng grows on them and other types of herbs that we harvest. So anyway, and you can see how large the mountains here are off to the west. Pretty massive. So, and these are, this would be birch trees, and this would be Douglas fir. There's a lot of cedar, lots of cedar on this place. Here'd be a young example of a young cedar right here. And so, anyway, we're going to go around here, and then there's a lot of these maple trees here too. There's the maples here. Maples here. Very pretty in the fall. They get all different colors, orange and yellow and so forth. Then up this area here, we had some grapes growing. But this would be looking about southeast. Anyway, and we're going to come around here and take you around to the other part of the property. I mean, not just around the home area, because the whole property is approximately, well, the 34 acres would be about 2 kilometers around it. And then the other would be, if a person were to choose the other option of 51 acres, it's probably about 3.5 kilometers. And the Crown land is on both about 3 sides of the property. So you can see how this is. And I'm going to come around here. This is spruce tree. There's a lot of spruce. But here's another example of the trails that we keep open going up the hill. It makes a really nice trails and so forth. And this takes you way up. This takes way on up. And there's a waterfalls actually up there too. So that's very nice. Okay, we're going to keep going around here. You can see why they call it Three Valley, because it's got so many mountains everywhere. And yet it's open to the south, which is really interesting. Here's another picture of another porch here. It comes off of another bedroom there, and then this is the some of the conference rooms, and you can see, I'll try to go up here. That's the eagle's nest up there. So that's kind of gives you an idea. And we're going to just keep coming around here. We're going to the backyard at this time, and we'll see. There's a lot of raspberries here. This is a gazebo. Here, another maple tree. Lots of lupin around here. There's hot pink ones and all that type of thing here. This gives you an example. This is the backyard area, but before I show you that, I'm going to show you there's 6 sets of these doors on this place. because it's about 7,000 square feet, including the basement. It goes up, you can see here, and up again. And there's a lot of different things, features here. We're under this gazebo type of thing. Here's the other type of fern here, which is a really kind of very pretty fern. It just grows, they grow wild. Of course, we have them in buckets, but they grow wild here. So, and here is another porch here on the back. Right here. So it gives you, and now I'm going to take you around. Oh, before we do and show you the yard, I'm going to show you these. This is what they call foxglove. Foxglove, and foxglove is really pretty. It's digitalis. Maybe you can see in there. Very pretty. There's white ones here. Here's some right next to it. Very pretty. But anyway, that's digitalis they use for heart problems. And here is a cherry tree. A couple of cherry trees, maybe 20 feet tall. And I'm going to take you out in the yard here. Here's the backyard. You can see here. There's raspberries over in this area between these. Right in there, there's raspberries. And there is the lilies and the driveway coming in. It's about 600 feet long down to the road. And the mountains are pretty massive here. We'll go up and show you here. It's very massive. So, and anyway, we're going to come around now, and I'm going to show you the driveway. There's another little garden area here. And that's, this is the driveway, all comes in all the way up from, it curves and comes to here and then goes way around and goes down to the highway. There's no way you can see the home from the highway. It's very private. Very private. So, anyway, we're going to come around here and we're going to see some other things. We've got lilacs, of course, and here's a little caterpillar, a John Deere Caterpillar 8-foot blade hydraulic. This here is a little garden shed. Well, it's an electrical house, actually. In the basement of the home, there's two 200s. There's 400 amp service. There's another 200 inside of here. So that makes 600. Interesting enough, because we have a geothermal furnace that runs off the water, which is about a 150 gallon a minute well. And it uses maybe 5 gallons a minute instead of 150. So the well actually is wonderful, just beautiful water coming down from glaciers. So that electricity, I believe our average bill is about right around $150 a month. So it's very reasonable. And we don't have natural gas out here. So that's the only utility you have other than a phone and the internet. So, and this property goes up to, I'll try to show you approximately there, keeps going, goes there, and it goes way up into these trees, up in there, right about there. Like I said, it's several kilometers around it. So, anyway, we're going to continue on. There's more maples here. And anyway, the driveway, it's like I said, is very, very private. We've got all kinds of herbs here, lots of ginseng. Maybe I'll show you some here in a minute. A lot of ginseng, and there's a lot of the echinacea. In fact, I hear some ginseng right here. Yeah, here's what it is. Here's how you can tell the ginseng plant. There's the leaves, 3 leaves up there, and it's of course the root. It looks like a little oriental man. And of course, this is the American ginseng. It's all in here. This is birch, but it's all over the whole place, wherever, because the shading acts like a natural greenhouse type thing. Okay, and this is an area. It'd be really nice for gardens if a person chose. And this is out past on the driveway going out. There's a little house over there. I don't know if you can see it. That's our little playhouse for the grandchildren. We'll take you around right here and we'll let you see that. There's another cherry tree right here. There's the little house. It's almost a match to the big house. Same color. So that's that. And then here gives you an idea, again, around in here. A person can see how massive the mountains are here, because this up on top here, right up in there, you can see the big, I'll try to zoom up there. So anyway, we're going to just take another quick little run down, or walk down here, and then we're going to conclude this. And anyway, very private from the highway. It's only, let's see, 26 kilometers down to, which is about 15.5 miles, to Revelstoke, which is a beautiful alpine town. And then it's the other way, it goes to Sycamoose towards Salmon Arm and the Okanagan. And there's beautiful lakes there, a whole bunch of lakes, and they do a lot of houseboats and water sports there. And that's probably about 25 miles, which would be what, 40 kilometers the other way, and we're right in between. So anyway, here's an example. Well, there's another bay on the lake, and there's another example of trails that are kept open here, as you can see down here. Wow. So anyway, I think we'll kind of give you an overview. It'll give you an overview of the property, and I know it's hard to be able to do this properly, but anyway, we'll just say goodbye, and we'll just kind of look back toward the house here and up the lane. And no neighbors here whatsoever. There's one on the other side of the lake. In fact, the whole lake only has about 5 private properties besides maybe 3 beside ours. And and our daughter has one property down about half a mile or more. So anyway, there's not a lot of different, there's no neighbors. There's the Top Hat Terrace, which is the rental place, and it's over on the other side, probably half a mile away. There's no way, if you were screaming or yelling, you can't hear. Never lost anything here. Nobody's bothered anything, because it's just very amazing and nice. So we'll conclude this part of it, and we thank you for coming on a tour. Bye.